My husband, Michael, would ask me to use the back door every day, and I would never let him. Until one day, I walked past it. This story is literally one of the most intriguing. Every detail shows how that action was calculated for the benefit of her husband and the neighbor. Take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. My name is Olivia, and I had a modest life. To be honest, my husband found an American way to solve everything I needed. Michael was the manager of a party supply store, earning about 3 minimum wages. We had already paid off our apartment in Chicago, and I also worked. Even though I really wanted to buy certain things, I controlled myself and waited for the right moment. I earned 2 salaries and, sometimes, I wanted to please him and help with the bills. Our married life had love and affection on both sides. But there was one thing I didn't do for him. Something he asked me to do every day, during the 5 years we were married. I always said that I would do it one day, but deep down, I didn't even want to try. My friends would encourage me to open the back door for him, but I would think about it, afraid that the door would be too open. It was always the same question. So, honey, when will I be able to use the back door? I would dodge it, saying, "Calm down, let's go. Wait a minute, I'm getting ready." But in reality, I didn't even want that. I confess that I was curious and even thought about trying to please him. After all my friends had already opened that door. I even arranged to meet up with them to discuss the subject and learn, but it seemed like nothing was flowing inside me. That desire wouldn't come. Until one day. The new neighbor. A woman moved into the apartment downstairs. She was communicative, but she had some characteristics that my friends had, and I noticed them over time. Michael didn't talk much to others. He was always a responsible, loyal, and attentive man to me. A few months later, we were walking up the stairs, and he was once again talking about the back door. That's when we heard a man shouting from the neighbor's house. "How long are you going to stay there with your ears pressed shut? Understand?" I understood right away. She liked to listen to other people's conversations. Whenever someone opened the gate and went upstairs with Michael, she would stay there, listening. I let it go, thinking, she'll forget eventually. But, listen to what happened next. The door excuse. Days passed, and one day I found Michael talking calmly with the neighbor on the stairs, as if they were old friends. I've never been one to show jealousy. I trusted him. But something inside me warned me about what he asked me every single day. I called him to go home, and he came quickly, saying, the neighbor was asking if we knew anyone who fixed doors. Hers is creaking a lot. I thought it was just a matter of oil, but he insisted, only a professional can fix it. I immediately replied, "That's great. Can I give her a contact, okay?" He thought I believed the excuse. But I knew. That woman must have heard every time he asked to use my back door. The discovery. One day, I had to stay late at work. Michael had gotten a day off for exceeding his goals. It was a Tuesday. I got home late, opened the gate, went upstairs and entered the apartment. Where's Michael? A sixth sense made me go downstairs and put my ear to the neighbor's door. She didn't work, she stayed home all day. I stood there for a minute, and then I heard it. A moan. I remained quiet for another 10 minutes. Luckily, no one came by to see that ridiculous scene. Until I heard Michael's voice. It was clear. He asked her to open the back door. And she replied, "Yes, as many times as you want. It's my custom, and I love it." Instead of confronting them, I preferred to reflect. I thought about everything I could have offered him. I kept putting it off, until he found an open door. I remembered my therapy sessions. Take a deep breath. Understand the consequences of your decisions. I went home and waited. 30 minutes later, Michael arrived as if he had gone to buy bread, with a completely normal expression on his face. The end of the marriage. I called him to talk. Michael, I know what you did. There's no point in blaming you, because I was also at fault. I've made mistakes in the past, but since you chose another door, let's each go our separate ways. He was speechless, but he understood. Today, he lives with his neighbor, with the access he so desired. I also moved on, met someone else, and, this time, I let the back door open. And I discovered that it was good. But sometimes you feel like going back in time, so you wouldn't have lost everything. Now it was too late. Michael is happy with the person who gave him what I didn't. So, who made the mistake? Olivia or Michael? This was another story of infidelity. Did you like this story? So, leave a comment telling us what you thought, and, if you've experienced something similar, share it with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any new content. Here, we always bring life stories, reflections, and real experiences, all with great sincerity. Thank you for watching until the end and for being part of this journey. See you in the next video.